We understand there's no bilateral between President Aquino and the Chinese president, but will there be an opportunity for them to meet briefly, or as you said, pull aside or something like that?
Oh yes, definitely. Because China was the previous host, we have what we call a troika, and this is a normal practice amongst the APEC economies who are hosting. Usually in the middle is the host, previous host, future host, and that's the so-called troika. And normally they are seated together. So the opportunity for the president and President Xi Jinping will always be there if they wish to talk about issues that are bilateral in nature.
Is it actually inevitable to discuss during the summit or to touch in part that freedom of navigation, considering that majority or some of our world trade in the region runs through that West Philippine Sea? I mean, you mentioned that we will be focusing on economy, trade, and investment. When in fact, those trade will be, or actually passing through that region, that ocean.
Yun hong mga issues na ganyan are, at this point, my understanding is these are discussed on a bilateral basis. Kasi nga, marami naman mga economies doon, no, from the APEC point of view, or countries from a political point of view, who are affected by such disagreements as of now. My understanding is it's being tackled on a bilateral basis mostly, because again, my other understanding is that it has not really affected the passage of commercial sea vessels in the area. No one has been prevented from passing through there. And I may be wrong, but that's my understanding. So, from an economic point of view, hindi ho tinatalaka yon dahil ang agreement is hindi naman yan naapektuhan ng buong APEC, lalo na yung mga taga-Peru, mga Mexico, kanyan eh. So, internal yan between and amongst the countries, not economies, the countries that are affected by this particular part of the region. So, yun ang alam ko na hindi natin dinidiscuss yan sa APEC. Pero, yung nakaka-apekto sa ekonomiya na apektado tayo lahat, like weather, disasters, climate change yan, yun, pinag-uusapan ho natin lahat yun. Kasi neutral yun.